All right, y'all. We got people seeing the Northern Lights. All right, that's a bunch of compilations in this video right here. So we're gonna take a look at it. And before we continue, if y'all have seen that, let me know in the comments, cause I'll make a Discord and you guys can send it over there, and I can put it in the video. But let's see what's going on.
Beginning Friday night, keep a watchful gaze on the heavens for a potentially spectacular natural phenomenon, contingent upon your whereabouts.
Oh, it's so beautiful, man.
Unusually heightened solar flare activity suggests that the Aurora Borealis.
They were saying that it was fake. I don't know. They were saying the heart did this, but I don't know, man. This do look very much real. This looks so beautiful, man. I would love to see this in real life. Show.
Lights may grace the sky with its vivid spectrum of colors, including shades of green, purple, and red.
For those who missed the Northern Lights last night, they will be visible again tonight, the 11th of May 2020. Use your camera to see them in a better light.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute this. I don't know what's going on with the music. Music kind of. This is dope though. If people are actually seeing this in 2024, where they at in USA, that's what's up. Trying to figure out where this stuff is located at. Oh, this was in Texas. Okay, Texas. I didn't see it though. I didn't get a chance to see it, man. Mad about that. It probably wasn't where I was at though. I don't know. What part of Texas though? That's dope, man. Oh, beautiful time to be alive. It's a good time. What if the sky, like, what is that? What if that's the normal color of the sky? Rainbow color. Wouldn't it be a rainbow color? It shouldn't just be sky blue. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, they playing that copyright for sure. We'll have to mute that. Mute that because I want y'all to see this. And I want to see this. Like what? What is causing it to do that? That gotta be radiation or something. This was in Washington. Like a rainbow, it's just a scattered rainbow or something. And a lot of people were saying this. Nah, this is dope. Mm. It's somebody seeing faces, noses, angel wings. Dang. You like angel wings right there though. Mm. That is so beautiful. Dope. That's all I can say is like it was beautiful for sure. How could you not want to take pictures of that? Come on, man. Wow. You just walk outside and see that. It's good times, man. Good times just come our way for sure. Mm. It just changed like that. Let me see what you're talking about.
Are also formed by auroras
Aurora's
are also formed by other charged particles, such as possibly charged protons. Right? He said, but we generally but we cannot generally see them. The charge of the particle and its acceleration by the solar wind combine to impact the vividness, the light, or the amount of energy release. All right, you understand that these are charged particles. These are particles of charged solar energy plus the increased um, level of solar wind, which you're talking about a G5. This is a G5 solar storm that came into our realm. And we are all able to witness this, but this is not just in the atmosphere. This is all over the ground. This goes into the soil. It's just that you could see the particles up high. You can see the colors up high. But when you look down, when you're looking right in front of you, you can't see it. But this is a powerful event that took place last night. And we told you all, I was like, that's why, the Council of Time was like, didn't say anything what would happen this month in the month of May. I got April 22nd, nothing for May, June 22nd, July 22nd. So we're looking at this is powerful forces of cosmic energy coming into our planet, which means that the magnetic fields are down.
Magnetic fields are down.
This is powerful energy that's coming in on the planet.
It's definitely some powerful energy going on. For us to see it in the USA, something is going on. And then they said it was hard, but I feel like that's just a distraction. Get out of here. Y'all can't do this. How could they? This is like nature is doing this. I ain't trying to hear that.
Is extremely, extremely beneficial for us, brothers and sisters. There will be those who will be able to take this energy and thrive, but then there'll also be those who will receive this energy and literally go crazy. All right, because everybody can't control or contain this type of energy. All right, so charged particles in there. Now, what they're not talking about is charged electron particles. They always talk about a charged proton. But, protons and electrons combined gives you certain levels of energy. That's the negative and the positive.
I don't believe everything he's saying right now, but it's kind of making sense. I feel like some people is going to probably freak out when they see this type of energy. I honestly do. Some people is going to be expecting this type of energy. You got to expect the unexpected, really. We don't know really what really is about to happen, but there is some changes coming, and it's definitely here to help us.
But, I'm going to do some searching on that. All right, I'm going to do some searching. Feels like what
Read this. Read this. Read this. Mm-mm-mm. This is dope seeing everybody want to take pictures. Like, that's how you know, like, this is this energy that's coming here is really, it's gonna change a lot for sure. Change everything. Definitely magical. We definitely live on a magical plane of existence. Can't say that. May not seem like it at times, but yeah. It's dope, man. For real. Really dope. You gotta appreciate this type of energy for real. Mm-mm-mm. We be going through it down here. It's about time.
I'm dreaming. Oh my goodness. This is not real.
The northern lights, also known as Aurora Borealis, are formed by the natural release of light from collisions of electrons, negatively charged particles, and oxygen and nitrogen in the Earth's upper atmosphere above the Arctic. All right, so you have positively charged proton particles and negatively charged electron particles. All right. Okay. So you have to remember that what is above is also below. The energy you see in the air, it's also.
Just would let it play, but sound like it's copyright in there, yo. Trying to hear what you're saying, but
There's a change. This is all a part of the pole shift. You know, Black Sun. We able to see everything all over this realm. Like we said, this is hitting the ground. All right. The year 2024, the year of death and destruction. You see all this here, but that energy is also in the ground as well as in the sky. And we're going to see a downfall of this inorganic system all over this realm.
I ain't gonna lie, this year been really a lot of truth. That's all this shit been about, for real. I'm not gonna lie. Everything you been exposed to see with Drake, see what Cat went, man, everything. It just seemed like everything's just crumbling. For real. He might be right. Definitely destruction.
Right? Remember that.
Copyright. You're trying to get your boy out of here. Tennessee. How many of y'all seen it when y'all was at? Let me know. This video coming to an end almost. I almost don't even want to end it. Copyright, man. Dang. Yo, YouTube don't play about that. They will definitely copyright you. That was in Virginia.
Remember this, brothers and sisters. Even if you didn't see what they call the northern lights in your area, the energy was all over the ground. And it still is all over the ground. All right? It's still there. The energy doesn't go away. It just evolves, expands, and becomes more powerful. All right?
I
Let's
agree.
take advantage of this energy. Become more powerful, guys. All right. Just want to show you a few clips.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Seeing that happen for real, that is amazing. That goes to show you that change is definitely here. Through the portal, like something ain't right about this. That's something deeper behind this, as we can all tell. You know, this is Brother Panic. This guy has passed away, but seemed like he had a lot of good knowledge. Let's see what he's talking about.
I now understand why I came to Earth, to express myself as Brother Panic. So I chose the way I looked. I chose my nose. I chose how many girls I was going to. I did all of that. That was the unconscious contract that I put down here. When I die, I go, I'm supposed to still remember, which we no longer remember because we've been religified and taken off that path where others could tell us, hey, this is why you're here, nigga, do that. So we don't remember. So when we die, all we know is what we just got finished dealing with as Brother Panic. So either I'm still trying to work out that equation, and while working out that equation, my heart is not lighter than a feather. Just because I'm working out that equation as Brother Panic. What I'm supposed to know is I never was Panic. I'm a greater entity that expressed myself as Panic because it was something I was trying to figure out in my own mind. So I created this personality called Panic so I can figure out this equation in my mind. And since I know this wasn't real, and since as Panic, I did figure out and came to Earth and got what I needed to get, I have no ties here. I don't want to see Black people overcome here because it never was real. I don't want to see Black people finish off white people and get those mangoes again. I don't want to see the Black woman do this. I'm over it because I know it wasn't real. It was only a place I came to or put myself in for the purpose of a thought that I had that I made manifest in a personality called Brother Panic, and I got what I want. Therefore, my heart is lighter than a feather. No karma, because it never was real. I now understand why I came to Earth.
No karma because it was never was real. What do you mean by that? I gotta rewatch that for real on my own time.
I'm watching this dude through the mirror, right? And his face is moving, but look at that, his face just moved, but the guy in the mirror seen the thing. Yo, the matrix is broken.
Why is it that was bad quality. Now this is strange. I've seen this, but man, this is a strange video. How does it show two deer heads and then it disappear?
Two-headed deer.
That is crazy. But then it just goes
I
away.
see it in the wild. It's incredible. How is it still alive?
Okay, guys, I don't get this.
I just think this is fake right here. It was definitely fake.
I'm watching this dude through the mirror, right?
So if you guys missed the Aurora Borealis show last night, well, don't worry, because tonight we are at high risk for round 2. The sun is doing all kinds of things that they have never seen before, y'all. Check this out.
Folks, as most of you know, we are in the midst of a giant solar storm event. We've begun taking the impacts, more will strike today, and early this morning, the 7th large eruption was fired at the Earth. Let's go over what's happened so far and what is still on its way to Earth, and we'll start with the forecast we made yesterday morning after we knew 6 solar eruptions were on their way. We had predicted KP 8 or 9, level 4 or 5 geomagnetic storm conditions, While total killshot risk was there, we said it was unlikely. The auroral show from the first impacts reached down to Florida, Texas, and Arizona, a significantly low-latitude event. In terms of what to expect, we had said that the local to regional network and system issues were likely, but again, this was not likely to be that grid-down EMP scenario. Here's how it unfolded. The CMEs began striking midday. It was a fast and moderately dense shockwave that lit up the magnetic perturbations map, with relatively severe equatorial extensions that peaked into the East Pacific. The geoelectric excitement was pretty strong as well, with the usual areas lighting up due to their grid density and higher population, including some crustal magnetic anomalies. The magnetic field took a solid whack, and immediately those local and regional systems and networks began having issues. USPS nationwide system began glitching. Satellite radio took it the hardest at first, and there were also several minor inconveniences like online service websites and gaming systems that took hits to performance as well. But things were just getting started. When the third impact occurred, we hit the first level 5 storm condition at Earth in 21 years, KP9, and at that point, there were about 200 regional networks and systems having trouble. Most notably, satellite radio still glitching to a large degree. Social networks began having trouble as well. More gaming platforms began seeing network trouble, and it was then that Disney Plus and the Target website saw significant performance issues. Overnight, the strong solar storming continued, and while minor inconvenience glitches still occurred like with other gaming platforms and credit card services, we began to see infrastructure struggle in various places as well. Luckily, it did hold short of that grid-down scenario as predicted. Southwest Airlines has been having trouble this morning, as well as Starlink, the second satellite system to struggle. But folks, only 3 of those first 6 events have arrived. We've got 3 more coming today, and yes, as you saw last night, we've now got the 7th. The biggest X-class flare yet, an X5.8, erupted from the sunspots as they began to depart. It was fairly obvious from just the ultraviolet images that this was yet another CME production event with a shockwave ripple outward from the flare point, and this morning, SOHO is updated and shows that blast. This is the 7th in the sequence, which means we still have 4 impacts coming. Chances for that solar kill shot level are still exceptionally low and are not in the forecast. But we will continue to have significant network and system issues for the next few days as those storms arrive, and possibly more infrastructure.
So if you guys missed the Aurora Borealis show last night,
I wonder, like, is it really gonna get to that point where, like, the grid is really gonna get cut off eventually?
This male teacher had his girl students unbraid his hair in class, and he also live streamed it. Now there's a big discussion circulating on the internet on whether or not this was appropriate. When I first saw the video, I thought it was weird but harmless with the way he explained it. He said he couldn't do it before work because he had something to do in school that day where he had to look presentable, and on top of that, his appointment was right after work, so he wouldn't have the time to unbraid it by himself. It was at the end of the day when the kids finished their schoolwork, blah blah blah. I mean, it seemed like the kids were excited to do it. They had their combs and everything. Looks like the students like him a lot. He's probably the cool teacher of the school. A lot of the comments were on his side, saying that this is normal in the black community, how we need to stop actualizing little girls. Now, I can only speak to my experience, and I went to predominantly black schools my whole life. This would never fly with the black teachers at my school. I mean, they did not play about their job. They were all extremely educated. I mean, at least 2 bachelor's, master's, doctorate degrees. No matter how cool they were, they wouldn't do anything that would be deemed inappropriate at school because they did not want to throw all their hard work away. You couldn't even step too close to their desk or they tell you to back up. Although I don't think this teacher is this malicious, scary guy, this is still highly inappropriate, and if you didn't want the criticism, you shouldn't have been on live during school hours. And I also thought about if either one of my daughters came home from school and told me that they were unbraiding their teacher's hair, especially if it was a man, there would be a big problem. Either he gonna have to lose his job or she won't be in that class anymore. And although I truly believe he didn't mean any harm, he should have been way more responsible. Like, don't schedule your hair appointment on a school day. Don't go on live during school hours. Don't post your students on the internet unless you're giving them a cut of that check that you're getting from TikTok. Obviously, there's people that would be cool with this, but if it's to the point that you gotta go to the internet and ask, and it's causing this huge debate to the point that you gotta defend yourself on live, to be on the safe side, you just shouldn't allow it, period. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and was this normal in your schools? This male teacher had his girl student.
That is kind of crazy though. Like, did they ask to do it, or did he tell them to just come and do that? That's, I don't know. That is kind of strange.
So, apparently, the Earth is larger than we thought. For decades, there has been a debate about the Earth shape. whether it is round or flat. All of this could be conspiracy. But what if the Earth had more than 7 continents? Since the Middle Ages and the emergence of the first map of the Earth, humanity has always believed that the Earth contained 7 continents. However, governments could very well be hiding the truth from us. What if Antarctica is simply a giant ice wall that prevents us from seeing the rest of the continents? And what if, once you pass through the ice barrier, you discover the 20 continents that are actually hidden from us? What if there exists a map that shows them? There are theories that suggest these continents harbor prehistoric animals, extraterrestrials, and an advanced civilization, and that the 7 continents we inhabit are actually just a massive farm or business owned by a small group of creatures who are obscene, rich in the real work or in the other hidden continents.
Rays are not aliens. They're mutated humans from a parallel version of Earth that destroyed their version of Earth to the point where they had to go underground. They mutated. Their eyes got bigger to see in the dark and all this kind of stuff, but they had to mutate to survive. They tried cloning themselves to save their civilization, and that didn't work. Over generations, things started failing. They knew that they were basically in the process of dying out. So what they knew they needed to basically perpetuate their civilization was viable human DNA, which didn't exist anymore in their reality. But they used their advanced technology to tunnel into parallel realities, to shift into parallel worlds like ours, parallel versions of Earth that exist simultaneously with theirs, where viable human DNA was still existing. And to use that DNA through the abduction experiences to create hybrid beings from their DNA and our DNA so that their civilization would continue, would survive. So the hybrid civilizations, like Bashar's people, are actually the result of those abduction experiences and the perpetuation of their culture. But sort of as a payback for the use of that DNA, the hybrids, now like Bashar, are sharing information with us in our reality so that we might not necessarily have to go down the same destructive path. Rays are not aliens. They're mutated humans from a...
You might got a point. I don't know. I don't know if I believe fully in that theory, but somebody be on to something.
They tell you the laws of attraction. Every single person you meet, you chose to meet them. That's because you're taking this idea or this flaw that we can call an ego, that manifests through a personality. You're trying to bump into conflict. And you're also trying to bump into those that make you feel good too. What makes that ego feel good? What makes that ego feel bad? These are the niggas I hate. And these are the niggas, man, as soon as I met that motherfucker, he was the greatest motherfucker. They're trying to show you, or you're trying to show yourself, what feeds this ego positively and what feeds this portion of your ego negatively. Not to do one or the other, to understand it, so therefore to have a true understanding of how it's fed and how it's not fed is when it gets more aggressive. How you feed it is how you appease it and don't think of the thought. For instance, if you got $1 million, you're not thinking about the problem of the gas bill. If you have $30 and your gas bill comes, you're thinking about it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So how do you appease the problem called your gas bill? You just make enough money to pay it. You appease the gas bill. They tell you the laws of attraction. Every single person you meet,
Good morning, folks. As most of you know, we are in the midst of a giant solar storm event. We've begun taking the impacts. More will strike today, and early this morning, the 7th large eruption was fired at the Earth. Let's go over what's happened so far and what is still on its way to Earth, and we'll start with the forecast we made yesterday morning after we knew 6 solar eruptions were on their way. We had predicted KP 8 or 9, level 4 or 5 geomagnetic storm conditions, while total kill shot risk was...
Physical symptoms: fatigue, migraines, insomnia, ears ringing, high emotions. It's a lot, man. Hydrate, rest, nature, walk, all that. Okay. There's a lot going on.
was there, we said it was unlikely. The auroral show from the first impacts reached down to Florida, Texas, and Arizona, a significantly low-latitude event. In terms of what to expect, we had said that the local to regional network and system issues were likely, but again, that this was not likely to be that grid-down EMP scenario. Here's how it unfolded. The CMEs began striking midday. It was a fast and moderately dense shockwave that lit up the magnetic perturbations with relatively severe equatorial extensions that peaked into the East Pacific. The geoelectric excitement was pretty strong as well, with the usual areas lighting up due to their grid density and higher population, including some crustal magnetic anomalies. The magnetic field took a solid whack, and immediately those local and regional systems and networks began having issues. USPS nationwide system began glitching. Satellite radio took it the hardest at first, and there were also several minor inconveniences like online service websites and gaming systems that took hits to performance as well. But things were just getting started. When the third impact occurred, we hit the first level 5 storm condition at Earth in 21 years, KP9, and at that point, there were about 200 regional networks and systems having trouble, most notably satellite radio still glitching to a large degree. Social networks began having trouble as well. More gaming platforms began seeing network trouble, and it was then that Disney Plus and the Target website saw significant performance issues. Overnight, the strong solar storming continued, and while minor inconvenience glitches still occurred like with other gaming platforms and credit card services, we began to see infrastructure struggle in various places as well. Luckily, it did hold short of that grid-down scenario as predicted. Southwest Airlines has been having trouble this morning, as well as Starlink, the second satellite system to struggle. But folks, only 3 of those first 6 events have arrived. We've got 3 more coming today, and yes, as you saw last night, we've now got the 7th. The biggest X-class flare yet, an X5.8, erupted from the sunspots as they began to depart. It was fairly obvious from just the ultraviolet images that this was yet another CME production event with a shockwave ripple outward from the flare point, and this morning, SOHO is updated and shows that blast. This is the 7th in the sequence, which means we still have 4 impacts coming. Chances for that solar kill shot level are still exceptionally low and are not in the forecast. But we will continue to have significant network and system issues for the next few days as those storms arrive. And
I just heard the news telling people we're going to have a geomagnetic storm. And whether that's true or not, they are also fucking with the frequency in the air. How are you guys feeling? Because I know I've had major headaches. Now, this is supposed to be the biggest geostorm that we've ever had. And they're saying to prepare in case it messes up with communications or shuts down the power. But look what HAARP is up to. This would explain all of these pictures that showed up from Ohio last night. They're absolutely insane. I just can't say it gets any crazier than this. Knowing that this is all man-made.
What?
I don't know what to think.
I don't think they did that, y'all.
Skies and show.
I don't think they did that. That seems too natural for them. I feel like they're just trying to say that to throw us off, like, you know, so we don't get like to the point where it's like, okay, change is definitely here. But who knows? They probably could be faking it. I really, honestly, I don't think they did this though.
Mimic the northern lights here in America. The moon.
That's crazy, though.
Last night. That's not what the moon looked like. The moon was damn near gone at 9 p.m. It followed the sun, and it was already setting and damn near gone in the middle of the night. There's no way that all these people got a picture of the moon in their photos, but they did somehow. This was in Washington. Check that out. I'm near here, which is Kentucky and Ohio. Super crazy, but it's so beautiful. But to know that it's man-made, it's a little scary because it's messing with my head. I have a major headache. How are y'all feeling? Let me know in the comments. I just heard the news.
There's no way that they did that. I don't believe it. Nope. Why is he? Yo, nah. He is over there dying. Why would they do this to her like that, man? At least she was like, I don't think it's good. Like, she knew. It's alright, man, you know? Everybody can't be good at art, you know? That was a funny clip. I had to throw that in there, though. I mean, a lot more of this is gonna happen, though.
Satisfying thing I've ever
Suspect it.
watched in my life. Because the Met Gala was definitely people's last. Seeing the fall of celebrities has got to be the most satisfying thing I've ever watched in my life. Because the Met Gala was definitely people's last straw. It is so hard to watch these people with these overinflated egos and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of things when there is wars going on, when we have so like sex trafficking, our children are not safe in our countries, the middle class is gone, our American dollar is plummeting. These people are so far removed, have done so many nasty things to get where they are.
Yep.
And we fund them and we give them our attention for what? Who are these people? I mean, I was looking at or a couple of things popped up on my For You page, and it was Camila Cabello, and she was holding a block of ice as like an accessory. And I don't know why that specifically, like I was almost starting to see everything for what it is and not like, oh, it's the Met Gala. Like, I was really looking like, this bitch is holding a fucking pot of ice. And it is people, oh, so creative. Like, why have we inflated these people's egos so much to where we just think these people are larger than life? These people are not larger than life. I recently met a rapper this year, and as most rappers, his ego was inflated. And when I met him, looking at him eye to eye, I'm 5'6", and he's dusty with a couple $100,000 worth of chains on and some Louis Vuitton and some designer. You know, it's like, you're dusty with some chains on. Take it off what you got. You're a druggie. That's it. And we have to understand the agenda that this world has pushed onto us. We have to understand that we didn't even really pick the celebrities. They did some real grimy stuff to get where they are. Some of them, obviously not all. But like, you have to understand, who are they pushing in the industry? Overly sexualized women and murderers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're pushing.
That's
so
what they push.
Like, who, like, I really have to think about it. Who really made Ice Spice famous? Where did that come from? We've seen it time and time again. Where did that come from? Were people were really listening to her music like that? You think so? No. Or were they just overly playing it because there was an agenda that they wanted to push because they found somebody that fit their image and somebody that can do what they want to do? So something to control the narrative of what's going on. And I was never the person who thought everything was a distraction, but it is a distraction. Because we are living in a system that heavily needs to be dismantled because we are living in an actual delusion. Illusion, whatever it is, it's not real. The internet is not real. If we were in a war right now, lines were cut, celebrities would literally not exist. Influencers would not exist. And I feel like the most important thing that we should be doing as people is focusing on our individuality. Like, it's okay for people to be popular, but having so much money to the point where you are running, first of all, you're not even helping anybody. You're not giving to anybody. You donate to charity so you can write it off. You're not really doing anything. These celebrities literally do not care about us. They give us nothing. But they sell us products and they post pictures so that they get our attention and that they can make money and buy more shit. While we are poor and we are at the bottom of the barrel.
Exactly.
And it's like, and we keep giving these people our attention? For what? We are watching people at the Met Gala playing dress up while there are literally wars going on. How much more far removed can we be as people? Block them all. And I agree, we should start with the biggest. We should, and people are saying we should start with Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift, and I'm all for it. And the funny thing is I used to be fans of both people. And, you know, people, oh, you're a Swiftie? It's funny. I grew up on Taylor Swift for real. Like, I've genuinely always liked her. Like, I was a childhood fan. So it wasn't my fault that I was a childhood fan. But, you know, like, now I'm an adult. Like, I can recognize where issues lie. Especially within Kim Kardashian. Like, social media's gone and you're irrelevant. And you're a regular person. And we need to stop inflating these people's egos. And we need to start looking within ourselves. There's so much talent and beauty within ourselves. That's what we need to focus on. Individuality. And not inflating celebrities of whoever the industry chose for us to look at. Like, it is literally ruining our lives. Like, look at what it's done to women in general. What social media and celebrities have done to women in general. The lip injections, the BBLs, convincing us that we're not good enough.
She on point right now. I'm not gonna lie. She on point.
Larger than life and more than human and more than perfect. And we're listening to songs and watching videos where people talk about themselves like they're a god. And they call themselves a god, and they make videos emulating a god or a goddess because they want to seem larger than life. It's the same idea as kings and queens always used to sit up on a pedestal over their peasants in a village because they wanted to seem larger than life. And when they do that, they make the peasants feel smaller. And then when you finally get close to the king or the queen, you're like, wow, I've never seen you at this perspective. You just seem so that, nah, I see straight through that. Meeting a celebrity, I see straight through it. I've met a couple, been in the same space as a couple. You are a human being. You are, like, if I ever ran into a celebrity or ever had to meet or formally meet one, they will never get the reaction out of me that they think. You are another human being. And a lot of them are so unethical, so far removed, don't care about nothing. I'm tired of grind culture. I'm tired of influencer culture. Get rid of it all. Let's focus on our individuality. Let's focus on real talent. Let's stop allowing the industry to make murderers and overly sexualized women popular because we don't give a fuck no more. We don't want to see no more shaking ass. We don't want to hear about who died. Our people are really dying out here. And especially for the black community, it's disheartening. And even I'm guilty of this because I've listened, because that's where I came from. You know, and it's like you listen to rap music and you get so involved in this and you think, no. Do you really believe that, like, America cares about the agenda that they push on black people? If they really cared, they would make more ethical people famous. And they would push real talent, but they don't. They push murderers, and they push hood people, and they push ratchetness. And literally, whoever has the image to emulate whatever they want to do, like, we just need to do better. Block them all. It's a fever dream. It's not real. Block them all. Get rid of them all. I don't want to see it no more. Like, this whole celebrity thing, gotta go. Done with it.
I agree, man. She made about a lot of valid points, man. And then they're falling anyway. Nobody really care about that stuff no more. Nobody. If you praising celebrities at this point, come on, man. Really, worry about yourself at this point. For real.
Hey, Gen Z, the next time a baby boomer or a millennial tell you that you too lazy, show them this video. Back in my days, I provided for the whole family. I bet you did. Look how much easier it was back in the days versus nowadays. Oh yeah, and it's gonna get a whole lot worse. The orange line is the price of rent, the blue line is the income. Which means that we've been having inflation since 1985. And now you wondering why it's a large percent of Gen Z that still stand with their parents. Oh, it's only gonna get worse. Right now it's at 90%, and it's only 2007. 100%. It's still climbing. I don't want to hear back in my days. I don't want to hear it no more. Stop it. Because nowadays, even if you make it $2,000 a month, that's not good enough.
This is not
Covering rent. That's not even
good. Not
food. That's not covering the car note. That's not covering the utilities. So please stop the back of my days, because this is not the back of my days rent that we used to have. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Like or follow for more wisdom. Stay tuned. Hey, Gen Z,
that's crazy, man. Crazy how we live on this planet, for real.
Anunnaki, lizard people, and classified CIA documents. The prison planet theories got it all. In summary, humans aren't from Earth. We've been exiled here by another civilization for a pretty dark purpose. The infamous reptilian race that runs the world. But where'd this myth even come from? Listen to this. Hindu mythology had the Nagas, human-cobra hybrids. The Aztecs had a serpent-like god they called Quetzalcoatl. African shamans had stories of the Ninki Nanka, a race of reptilian beings. Hopi natives in North America have the Shetty, translates to snake brothers. Chinese, Japanese, and Korean legends have the Kappa. The Sumerians have the Anunnaki, a race of gods often depicted as reptiles who created humans as a slave race on Earth. Whatever these beings are, brought us here to harvest our resources and our souls. When ancient cultures around the world that had no contact among each other have the same story to tell, that's probably not a myth, it's history. Even whistleblower Bob Lazar claims classified government documents saying
that we're a container. That's how supposedly the aliens look at them.
Containers of souls being farmed by these reptilians stuck on a planet we can't escape from. I mean, just a crazy theory, right? Anunnaki, lizard people, and classified CIA documents.
How many of y'all believe in these lizard people? I honestly think they exist, honestly. Because who else is covering up the sun? Wow, what else on the planet will cover up something so powerful, so abundant, that can heal you? You know, it's crazy.
I found it real weird that people only celebrate Mother's Day one day out of the whole year. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Did you know that Mother's Day was created by an old white lady in the 1800s? Lady that created Mother's Day, her name is Anna Jarvis. She was born May 1st, 1864. She passed away November 24th, 1948. She's the one that created Mother's Day. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you can always Google her name. Everything will show up. Right after she created Mother's Day, she had all kind of regret because she never knew it would get out of hand like this. She never knew that people will actually only celebrate and appreciate their mother one day out of the year. So now that we know that Anna Jarvis created Mother's Day just for her mother, anytime someone else celebrate Mother's Day, buy gifts, buy flowers, buy chocolate, all that energy you're giving towards your mother is really going to Anna Jarvis' mother. This shit is like a big ass ritual and so many people don't know about it. If you have a good mother that take care of you, that love you, that wants you to be great in life, celebrate her every day. Every day should be Mother's Day, not one day out of the year. Now that you know that Anna Jarvis created this ritual for her mother, maybe people will start celebrating their mother every day if they have a good mother.
Yeah, Mother's Day should definitely be every day. It's no, like, come on, man. Really? Get out of here, man. Mother's Day is every day.
Watch him. Just watch and learn. Watch and learn. Hey, what's your favorite color? Green. Oh, we're on the same page. I like that too. It's my color too. You know? Watch him. Just watch and learn. Watch.
My boy was he was trying to get him one. You feel me? He's talking about bro invented res. Hey, I was smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
I made a video not too long ago talking about how over 1 trillion cicadas were expected to emerge this year, and it's already starting. For those of you who may not know, there are 7 different species of cicadas, but they're split into 2 broads or sides. One side comes out every 13 years, while the other half comes out every 17 years, typically offsetting the years that the cicadas hatch. But this year, both broods will emerge simultaneously, which hasn't happened since 1803. People are already posting videos showing the massive amount of cicadas, with some people stating that these are quote-unquote biblical plague numbers, while others are saying that it looks like the ground is moving because so many of these bugs are crawling around. And over in South Carolina, the cicadas were so loud that some of the residents decided to call the police on them. I have a clip just to show you how loud they are. I want you to check it out, leave a like, and then let me know if you've seen any cicadas so far.
Do you hear this noise? That's the cicadas at my house. Listen.
I made a video not too long ago.
I didn't hear nothing for real.
1 trillion.
Did y'all hear anything? Because I didn't hear too much, not loudness.
Now I understand why they say the windows are the eyes to the soul. You ever seen an eye under a microscope? Scientists been speaking about black holes in space forever. This is your eye right here, and this is a black hole in space. Your eye is really the black hole in space that pull in all kind of light. Remember, black holes pull in light. This is the reason why they want us on our cell phones and TVs all the time, because we're pulling in more light inside of our body. Military and scientists was doing experiments where they will open your eyes up and let people watch horror movies all day. Remember the movie Bird Box? They was trying to tell you everything about your eyes. Your eyes is sacred. Your eyes is a portal. Be careful what you watch. The reason why a lot of people can't give you eye contact, because once you get someone eye contact, you are traveling in their universe. The eyes is really a mirror. If you look close, you can see your own reflection in someone's eyes. That's why they give people drugs. It dilates your pupils and more spirits can travel through your black hole. Now I understand.
He owns to something. He is on to something. Shout out to Organic Like Us, man. This is his TikTok. If y'all didn't know, go follow my boy, man. He's dropping that knowledge.
I was sold to a man that I knew as Louis Valou. This guy named Louis Valou was essentially part of organized crime in Lower Manhattan in Chinatown, and he was one of my handlers growing up, and I had a very intense relationship with him on many levels. There was a period where he was grooming me essentially to take his position. I had to do a lot of physical violence towards other children as part of his initiations, and some of that
Excuse me?
public death matches, cage matches with other children in Chinatown for paying audiences.
How would an audience, I mean, this must all be inside the network. I can't imagine that there'd be something like that anybody could ever figure out, and it's happening right downtown.
I'm imagining the invitations were very exclusive. Yeah, I strongly doubt any random people would find out about it.
And what kind of places would this even happen in?
I mean, to be honest, I was often blindfolded and taken to these places, so it's often hard to say where exactly they are. I know some of them are in wealthy enclaves outside the city, like in Westchester County, you know, upstate a little bit. But then there are also versions of it that happen right in Chinatown, you know, just in basements in Chinatown. I was sold to a man.
The people are starting to unite like ants on this app. So with that being said, with this whole Blockout 2024 movement, with this energy we got going on here on this application, be prepared for initiations from the government. Things just being initiated to stop all this energy. Because all this energy is going somewhere. It's a snowball effect. It's building up, it's building up, it's building up. And once the people are finding out different little tactics of what works and what doesn't, and we keep on, you know what I'm saying? It's going somewhere, it's getting somewhere. So imagine lighting a fucking fire and that shit just setting a whole blaze to the whole fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting somewhere. So I want y'all to keep in mind that with this whole Blackout 2024 thing, all of this is leading somewhere. And this is just the start / the spark of it all. All of this is leading somewhere. It's not no letting up from the people. The people are going to continue to figure out different ways to fuck with what they got going on. The more we continue to uniting like ants, real shit, shit is going to continue to get more crazier. The more we start to awaken and figure this shit out for real. Let y'all know. Just be prepared. The people are starting.
Imagine, like, we don't even give energy to these celebrities, or the system crumble. That's it. Crumbles in seconds.
So what if I told y'all that NASA had one of the first VR headsets that was ever known? Which means they've been working on the headset since the 1980s. And now it's finally out to the public. Which makes me think of that verse in the Bible. What has been done, it will be done again. There's nothing new under the sun. Like, seriously, there's nothing new. It's only stuff that's repurposed. And doesn't this look like the first version of VR when it first came out? No cap. And when they first came out with the VR headset, they made it so they could still be tapped into reality because they're in space. And if we using the old technology, I can just imagine what the new technology looks like. I can just imagine. And now this is what VR has came from that into now. Now this is what VR looks like. Which still has me thinking, what does the unreleased VR look like? I'm just curious. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on NASA's 1980 version of VR goggles in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. So what if I told y'all that NASA had one of the first...
What's something you could have gone your
I'm
entire...
not even surprised about that NASA thing. They've been, you know, trying to figure out a way to, you know, detach us from this reality and stuff like that.
life without seeing. I'm gonna show you
Wait, what?
what's something you could have gone your entire life without seeing. I'm gonna show you 4 TV commercials. They're pretty damn controversial. People are wondering why these even made it onto TV in the first place. The Doritos finger cleaner commercial from the Super Bowl of 2016.
Billy, use the cleaner. Oh. Touchdown? Yeah, it only works with Doritos. Why only Doritos? You ask too many questions, Billy.
Yeah, I didn't have to see that.
Reese's Love Child commercial from 2011.
You're beautiful. Oh my. What are you doing? Come on, you gotta help me here. This isn't a tube of toothpaste. You're testing me. Here it comes. Push down. Push down. God. Oh. Awesome. Congratulations. You just had a brand new orange candy.
Really? Get out of here, man. Please.
Peanut butter. What? Hey, cupcake. That's my little peanut butter baby, huh? Look at this guy. Peanut butter? Birth the peanut butter. Taste the peanut butter.
I'm good.
I shipped my pants
Get out of here, man.
in 2013.
Ship my pants? Right here? Ship my pants? You're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your pants. Billy, you can ship your pants too.
I can't wait to ship my pants, Dad.
I just shipped my pants and it's very convenient. Very convenient.
I just shipped my drawers.
I just shipped my nightie. I just shipped my bed. If you can't find what you're looking for in store, we'll find it at Kmart.com right now and ship it to you for free.
Why does it sound like they saying they poop everything? Like, that's what it sounds like they saying.
Last but not least, the Mountain Dew commercial, Puppy Monkey Baby from 2016.
Puppy monkey baby. 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 Puppy monkey baby.
This is annoying. It's actually annoying.
Why did these ever make it onto TV in the first place?
True.
What's something you could have gone your entire
Yeah, I
life
didn't.
without seeing?
Now that she said that, I can go my entire life without seeing all the commercials. I ain't gonna lie. I think most of them commercials I haven't even seen. Oh, I haven't.
This is the spot. Nah, come back out. Look, why is he peeking like that? Peek it. Alright, so look, let me know. I'm gonna let this stay. Just let me know if y'all think I should try to be friends with him. Maybe I'll come give him some food or something. It's the spot. This the spot. Nah, come back out.
This option of drilling holes under the horizontal ground is actually the non-excavation underground pipe installation method. The equipment used is called horizontal directional drilling rig, which can lay underground pipes without destroying the road surface. The navigator will determine the distance and path in advance, set the calculated parameters on the software, and then the drill rig operator will control the direction to start drilling. The drill is usually equipped with a positioning device and sensors, and the operator will follow the whole process and use instruments to observe the direction, angle, depth and temperature of the drill in real time. The drill starts by drilling a pilot hole of modest diameter along a pre-planned path, and once the pilot hole is drilled through, a reamer can be attached to the front for pullback. The diameter of the reamer varies from project to project in order to accommodate different sizes of underground pipes. After the reaming is complete, the welded pipe can be installed. Unlike traditional underground pipe installation methods that require road closure, trenching, burying and backfilling, this trenchless pipe installation method is equivalent to a minimally invasive surgery, and is ideal for construction in busy and environmentally constrained old urban areas. This option of drilling holes.
We are literally witnessing the matrix crumble right before our eyes. There's been a consistent influx in solar flares. Cosmic activity has been substantially increasing. The Aurora Borealis is being seen in parts of the planet where people thought they would never witness it. This is because the magnetosphere is being depleted by cosmic gamma ray radiation. Now, these ionized particles have a direct effect on everything on the planet. You're going to see technological devices malfunctioning consistently. Certain animals that have a connection with the magnetic grid, like birds and insects, may have very strange behavior. Also, aquatic beings like whales and dolphins and other sea creatures may be heavily affected by the cosmic activity. But not only will all technological devices, plants, animals, and things of that nature be affected, but we will also be directly affected as well. It's not even summertime yet, and we already have been having consistent solar flares, not to mention the return of our black sun. If you haven't gotten it yet, get your Shilajit. Shilajit has over 85 trace minerals and will naturally raise your testosterone as well as strengthen your melanin. It increases strength, muscle definition, energy, and endurance. Also hydrate and consume chlorophyll to remove toxic metals like lead, cadmium, and mercury. This is not a joke. This is one of the biggest solar flares we received. Very careful of scams. To get real, authentic, high-quality Shilajit, chlorophyll, and all other metaphysical tools for spiritual exploration, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension. It's important to make sure you're extremely hydrated. I highly recommend coconut water. Coconut water is the best for hydration on a cellular level. Now, these deletes know that the sun gives you downloads every 8 minutes and 30 seconds. This is why they put toxic metals in your body like lead, cadmium, and mercury to keep you out of the sun. All right, so this is why things like Shilajit and chlorophyll will detox your body to ensure that you can properly receive those ionized particles while on the path to ascension. Peace, love, and light to everyone.
Project Looking Glass just started in New York City, but so many people believe it's not a real portal. If you can't walk through it, it's not a portal. It's not a portal. It's a big-ass FaceTime for us to have fun. Who the hell gonna spend all this money for a big-ass FaceTime when we could use our cell phones? We could use our laptops. If you think this is just a big-ass FaceTime for you to have fun, you're not thinking straight. These people been working on Project Looking Glass for a long-ass time. Project Looking Glass is a two-way mirror where they can watch everything we do and they can also look into the past. These kind of technologies really work, but people think it's all entertainment, fun and games, let's say hi, let's say bye through the portal, not realizing it's something demonic with these portals. I'm pretty sure in the future, they gonna have these portals in every city in the world. Watch. Yep. And these portals are 24 hours. They don't even shut down, so it's gonna be kind of creepy. You're gonna be seeing a lot of creepy shit. So right now, it's all fun and games until you realize you are being spied on. I find it kind of weird that this device just popped up out of nowhere. I guarantee it's coming to a city near you. We already watch this through our cell phones,
Definitely.
laptops, tablets, the drones, shit, the fake birds they make. This right here is game over.
It's not visible for the human eye. I mean, it's real though. It's just as real and just as solid as a cell phone signal or a radio wave.
Right. Well, I don't know how a cell phone works. I just know how to use it. So how do we use this?
We can look back 4.5 days.
And what? We can look anywhere?
Limited radius.
Right. Looking into the past.
In a sense, we're always looking in the past. Even light reflected from yourself in a mirror takes some time to reflect back.
Let me get this straight. You're trying to tell me that on the other side of this bridge is the actual past.
Project Looking Glass just started in New York City, but so many.
Make sure we get the truth of the movies too. Dang. Alright, y'all, that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Was entertained in some kind of way. Some peace, abundance, prosperity, good healthy way. Until next time, see you guys in the next upload. Peace.